Well, let's talk about protests in the United States. Across the United States, anger is spilling onto the streets as protests intensify against immigration and customs enforcement. Demonstrations have erupted in multiple cities across the length and breadth of the United States following the fatal shooting of 2 U.S. citizens during a federal immigration operations in Minneapolis. The incidents have triggered nationwide outrage, renewed scrutiny of ICE tactics, and urgent calls for accountability. More in this report.
Tensions are running high across the United States as mass protests against immigration and custom enforcement have swept the nation. Demonstrators are reacting to 2 fatal shootings in Minneapolis this month involving federal immigration agents' deaths that have sparked widespread outrage and calls for accountability. In Minneapolis, thousands of residents have taken to the street amid bitter winter conditions, demanding the withdrawal of federal agents and end to the aggressive enforcement tactics. The demonstrations are part of a broader nationwide strike and protest movement that has linked arms with labor unions, student groups, and civil rights activists. While in Minnesota, the deaths have galvanized resistance not just on the street but within communities, with grassroots groups organizing ICE monitoring efforts and pressing for systematic reform.
I came here to show support for the good people of Minneapolis who are basically standing up to growing authoritarianism, a fascist government.
In San Francisco, demonstrators scaled traffic lights and waved placards, while marches in Washington, D.C. saw crowds demanding accountability for ICE and calling for the agency to be defunded or abolished.
I would like all funding for ICE to stop. There was recently just a vote on it, and there were even some Democrats that voted to fund ICE, and I think they should be abolished.
Protesters mobilized in Los Angeles and other major cities as part of what organizers called a nationwide shutdown, urging Americans to skip works, school, and commerce in protest. As the nation grapples with mass protest, U.S. Justice Department has opened a preliminary civil rights investigation into pretty scaling, with Deputy Attorney General Todd Balance calling the incident tragic and promising a full review as public pressure mounts for transparency and justice.
I know there's been a lot of discussion among the media around that, but just think about what that means. All that means is that DHS, as the Secretary has said, is conducting an investigation, as they should and as they do every time there's a tragic event like this. And the FBI, in their role, which is a separate role from DHS, is also looking into it and conducting an investigation.
As protests continue, the nation remains on edge, with demonstrators vying to keep up the pressure until answers and accountability are delivered. Bureau Report, DD India.